Yashala. Imajim, which means to stand. Mapani Hakudam, face the east, which is this way. We are going to get into the prayers. Starting off with the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shukah, Yahweh, Malach Watka, Taba'ah, Rakzaka, Hayah, Asher, Barakazah, Kawa, Hayah, Bashamayim, Nathalanawa, Nakom, Kol, Yawam, Wasalak Nanawa, Kawak Nawa, Kasalak Nawa, Kawak Yanawa, Wala'ah, Taba'ah, Wanasai one, Abor, Hawashai one, Mayan, Rai, Kiyah, Ka, Amalakwa, Wa'ala, Wataparak, La'awami, Aman, in English. I lift up mine eyes unto the hills. Like, our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, Yahweh. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. And forgive us of our debts as we forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. So be it. Amen. Psalms 121. In Hebrew, Asha'ah, Ayanya, Ahahari, Ma'ayan, Yaba'ah, Isariah, Ma'an, Yahweh, Aisha, Shemayim, Wa'aratazah, Ayathan, Lamawat, Wagalka, Ayanawam, Shemarka, Hana, La'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yayashan, Shawamor, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Shemarka, Yahweh, Tzazarka, Al-Yad, Yamyanka, Yawamam, Hashemach, La'ah Yakaka, Wayarak, Balayala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makor Ra, Yashamar Aftapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Tzada'aka, Wa'aka, Mayatha, I will know. In English, I'll lift up mine eyes unto the hills, from whence cometh my help. My help cometh from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Yasha'Allah shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in, from this time forth and even forevermore. Hakah, in Hebrew, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Babakashai, Nathan Hakah, La Pa'ah, Kal Makalah, Kal Marawa, Hakah, La Tahor, Hamatazari, Hakah, La Hakim, Hamakim, Hakah, Arakawah, Hatama'ala, La Garshim, Ba'ashem Yahushai, the water Aman. The power in the English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahushai, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out in the name of Yahushua. Thank you, so be it. Bless Israel in the Hebrew, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Barak Benawi, Wayasha'ala, Wahabayah, Saparim, Barak, Rapa'ah, Magun, Hagun. Say the name of loved ones once, everyone repeats the name once. For time's sake, Israelite School UPK, all of Israel, all those dead in Israel, may they rise again. All right? Ba'ashem Yahushai, the water Alman. In English, Lord, in the name of Yahushai, bless us in Yasha'Allah, in the school. Bless him, shield, protect loved ones. In the name of Yahushai, thank you, so be it. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim, Adam Yalakah, Ata Karash, Wa'ata Shakwat, or Kiyahana, Awakika, Yahama Yawan, Ra'ash, Ar Amaka, Yara Yungwa, Sawada, Oyata Yait Hazawa, Altaza Pawanyaka, Kidam, Magoya, Wala Yazakar, Shamya Sha'ala, Iwaga, Kia, Nawai Tazawa, Laba, Yakatwa, Awyaka, Waryak, Yakarafwa, Ahoya, Adawam, Wayashama Alayam, Moab, Wagarden, Kabal, Wamawan, Wamalat, Palashak, Amyashabya, Tazawar, Gum Ashawar, Nalawa, Imam, Hayawa, Zarwai, Labanya Lawat, Salah, Ashalahum, Kamadian, Kasiyasa Ra'a, Kayapin, Banako, Kuyashwan, Nashimakwa, Bayanda Oro, Hayawa, Daman, La Adama, Sheathumbo, Nadayamawa, Kaira, because of Bak, because of Zor Mana, Karna said Kumbo, Ashar, Amaru, Narasha, Nanawa, Na'awa, Alahayim, Alahayab, Sheathumbo, Kagogala, Kakwash, Lafanya Rawaka, Gogala, Kakwash, Lafanya Rawaka, Ka'as, Kabira Yaira, Wakalaba, Dalahat, Horian, Kanthar Dakma, Vasarika, Wabasa Wapatka, Dalahum, Mala'a, Panyahum, Kualawan, Wayabakwashwa, Shaka, Yahawah, Yabashwa, Wayat Bahor, Ayai, Wayat Kaparu, Wayat Abakwa, Wayat Daiwa, Kayat Tha, Shaka, Yahawah, Labaka, Al Yawan, Al Kaharakazah. In English, eat not thy silence, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, Come, and let us cut them off and be a nation, that the name of Yasha'Allah may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom, and the Israelites of Moab, and Hagarenes, Gabal, and Ammon, and Amalek, and Philistines, the inhabitants of Tyre. Ashur also was joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot, Salah, going to them as to the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kishon, which bears at Endor. They became as dung for the earth, make the nobles like a rib, and like Zeeb, yea, all the persons as Sabah and as Samuna, who said, Let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh in possession, O my power. Make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth the wood, and as the flames that the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy sword. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name, O Lord. Let it be confounded in trouble forever. Yea, let it be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the most high over all the earth. All right. ISBK power structure. Blessed are you, Yahweh, King of heaven and earth, and all things living. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, listen to us now, right now, to use the curses and punishment and destruction to the heathen that speak against us, thy prophets, the teachers, the princes, the priests, the Israelite brothers, and the school, to use the curses and punishment and destruction to the heathen, and shake loose the treasure of the rich of Israel that refuse to get to the school. Force the riches Hey, Salakia, something just happened to the stream. I'm not sure what was going on, but we back live now. Just give me a second here. All right, Salaki for that. I'm not sure what happened, but we back now. Salaki, bear with us. Having some technical difficulties. All right. Yeah, our oppression is the devil that the Bible speaks of. All right, are we going to get into it? Salaki, I think some of y'all missed the prayers, but we're going to say the prayers at the end of the class as well, so don't sweat it. All right. Let's see what's going on. All right, 1 second, y'all. All right, look, we are going to go ahead and keep it moving. I'm not sure what happened, but we're going to keep it moving, keep it going. We are going to get into the Hebrew. All right. We are in Ezekiel chapter 31, verses 5 through 11. And I got it right here. Got it right here. Ezekiel chapter 31, verse 5. Right. Chapter 31, verse 5. Al, Kun, Gaba'ah, Kumatwa, Makol, Ataziyah, Hashadah, what the Rob, Shalaki, what the Rob, Yana, Sarapariathia, what the rock, Shalaki, what the rock, na. Parathia. Matas Salakia. Mayum. Rabiyum. Bashalakwa. Verse 6. Basaptawa. Qunan. Call. Alap. Hashemayim. What the cop? Parathiawa. Yaladwa. Call. Hayath. Oh, sorry. Kayath. Hashalah. Hashalah. Hashadah. Hashadah. Wabatazalwa. Shabwa. Yeshabwa. Call. Gayum. Rabyum. Verse 7. All right. Verse 7. Wayap. Slahi. Wayapa. Dak. Bala. Hold on. Salakia. Badawa. Barak. Barak. Doyathiewa. Kaya. Haya. Sharashwa. Sharashwa. Al. Mayum. Rabyum. Verse 8. Aratasiyam. La'a. Amawa. Amawanya. Bagan. Alahayim. Barashim. La'a. Dama. Al. Sapathua. Wa armium. La'a. Hayawa. Or Salaki. Haya. Salaki. Haya. Parathiwa. Call. Aitazah. Begun. Alahayim. La'a. Dama. Auya. Salaki. Baya. Baya yapa. Baya yapa. Verse 9. Yapa. Ashawathia. Barab. Gulayawathia. Wayaquinathia. Call. Aitazah. Salaki. Aitazayah. Aidan. Ashar. Begun. Ha'alahayim. Verse 10. Lakan. Ka. Amar. Adanya. Yahweh. Ya'ain. Ashar. Gabath. Oh, yeah. Bakwama. Wanathan. Tazamarathwa. Al. Bun. It's like Bayan. Abawathiam. Warum. Labatwa. What was God, but God Kawa, Salakia, but God Kawa, Salakia, tongue twisters. All right, verse 11. Wasnaha, Bayad, Al, Garium, Ashawa, or Asha, Yeshaya, Aisha, yeah, Aisha, Lawa, Karashwa, Karash, Garashwa, and that's it. All right, clap it up. That's it for the Hebrew. All right, Slack, give me a second here. All right. Slack here. All right, so we are going to get into Ezekiel chapter 31. All right, Ezekiel chapter 31, verses, let's see here, 5 through 11. And also, too, Salakia, for just a second ago, when we were saying the prayers, the stream had cut off for some reason. I didn't even realize it. But Salakia for that. We will say the prayers at the end as well. Don't sweat it. Don't worry about it. You know, Esau's technology always decides to, mess up whenever it wants to. As we always say, the oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of, all right? As you see, we got the candle still lit because this is technically what, let me see, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. This is like technically the third day as far as the Feast of Dedication. Mind you, it's 7 to 8 days. So you want to light up the candles every single night up until the last day. Now, there's not going to be a closing for the Feast of Dedication, otherwise known as Hot Hanukkah. But however, on the last day, definitely still, always bring some food and some beverages to class for the students that come through, all the brothers and sisters that come through. All right, go ahead and do that. That's not an issue, not a problem at all. All right. So let's keep it going. All right. Now, of course, last week when we went over the class, we wasn't able to touch on a few different things, but one thing I do want to touch on is kind of like last week's precepts. The class was cut a little short. We had to take care of some things, but otherwise, I do want to go over those scriptures as well. All right. So just bear with me. And we're just always going to pretty much recap and get into the story a little bit of Ezekiel. Like for the past couple of weeks, we have been speaking about the condition of what was going to happen to Egypt. And we have correlated that story to what's going to happen to America and what's been happening outside of America right now with the whole thing between Israel and Palestine. Like it's still an ongoing situation. Hospitals are being, bombed, being attacked. Like the Palestinians have no rest at this moment because of what's going on between Palestine and Israel, to the point where it's affecting people in America as well. For example, in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, we were attacked. There was a terrorist attack on us. Meanwhile, they say that we are the hate group, that we are the terrorists. All right. If you look at the records, I forget what it's called exactly, but if you look at the records online and you look up IHBK, we're labeled as a hate group. or a terrorist group. We are anti-Semitic, is what they say. But we are absolutely a organization, a nonprofit at that, who is helping Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian people who love our people. And right now, at this very moment, as we speak, in New York, there is a clothing and food drive going on, held by Commanding General Yohana, with the help of General Katham Gabar, who is running this operation right now, this mission to clothe and feed the immigrants who are so hated, who are not desired, who are not loved whatsoever. So that's what we are doing. As a hate group, I guess we are showing love to those that are really hated, okay? We are showing love to the hated, to the people that are not desired in this place called America. That don't sound like a hate group to me. That sounds like we love people, especially our own. Because Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian people specifically have to stick together, have to be with one another. All right? So, moving on. Let's see. All right, so let's get it. Ezekiel chapter 31, verse 1. I'm just going to start at the top real quick, and then we're going to work our way all the way down to the 11th verse. All right? And it came to pass in the 11th year, in the 3rd month, in the 1st day of the month, that the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, verse 2, Son of man, speak unto Pharaoh, king of Egypt, and to his multitude, whom art thou like in thy greatness? Right? Now, the way that the Most High speaks to people is he has messengers sent out to speak to those prophets or priests. The Most High will never talk to you directly. That's impossible. I mean, it's not impossible. It's just not something that happens. So if you are out there, if you are a brother or sister out there saying that, God is talking to you directly, he's not. It's like he's not talking to you directly. Because we know what happened in the Bible when Christ, not Christ, but when the Most High, showed just, his face, or at least try to show his face, the earth starts to burn. Like he's too powerful for us to even see his presence. Okay. Mind you, the Most High is a different, the Most High is not like humans. He's a different, he's a masculine spirit. He's not like us as a creation. He is far more different and very much more powerful. All right. But we do know that the Lord is real based on many things. Although we have not seen the Most High in person, we know that he is real based on his works and based on the things that we see in everyday life. All right. Because we didn't just end up here, no way. But anyway, verse 2, Son of man, speak unto Pharaoh, the king of Egypt, and to his multitude, whom art thou like in thy greatness? So the Most High is saying, like, look, talk to these people. Talk to Pharaoh and his multitude, because, who art thou like in thy greatness? Like Ezekiel was loved and liked as far as amongst other enemies, just like Daniel. Daniel did business with the other nations. Now, Daniel wasn't buddy with everybody, because there was the story about Daniel being in the lion's den, right? But Daniel, just like Joseph, had some type of, favor in a sense, right? You know what I mean? So some of God's chosen people, like the prophets and the priests, they made their way around the world as far as dealing with other people that were not their people. Because mind you, Joseph was a man who was second right-hand man to Pharaoh at one point in time in history. Okay? And he was a Hebrew, not a heathen. He was not Egyptian, but he was a Israelite. All right? Mm-mm. All right, so verse 3. Behold, the Assyrians was a cedar in Lebanon, with fair branches, and with a shadowing shrub, and of a high stature, and his top was among the thick boughs. I'm explaining what that is in a second. Verse 4, the waters made him great. The deep set him up on high with her rivers, running round about his plants, and sent out her little rivers unto all the trees of the field. Now, once again, this is describing, the kingdom and how it was for, Assyria and for Egypt, right? Let me keep going. Verse 5, therefore his height was exalted above all the trees of the field, and his boughs were multiplied, and his branches became long because of the multitude of waters when he shot forth. Now, it's talking about how this place looked, how glorious it was, all right? Most glorious places, have beautiful nature around it, surrounding it, beautiful buildings, beautiful architecture, statues, and stuff like that. This is what is being described. It's what Ezekiel was trying to explain, but there's more. Verse 6, all the fowls of heaven made their nests in his boughs, and under his branches did the beasts of the field bring forth their young. And under his shadow dwelt all great nations. So once again, it's talking about how great this place was. Even the animals were a part of this place, looking beautiful and glorious for now, right? And also too, like how you are close to land is if you start to see birds, you start to see the fowls of the air. If you start to see animals, when you know something is deserted and it has no life, you won't see any animals whatsoever, because the animals are where life is. The outside wild, the nature, the plains meaning like on the ground, not the actual aircraft planes, but the plains of the field. The trees, the wilderness, all those things that brings forth the animals. All right, wherever the animals live is somewhere that's great. There's good nature. There's land. I mean, there's food on the land or in the area. That's how also too, that's how people who sail ships, that's how they know that they are close to a certain island or a certain land if they see animals running around or fowls in the air, because that's where animals reside and land, all right, in the outside world. So verse 5 again, therefore his height was exalted above all the trees of the field, and his boughs were multiplied, and his branches became long because of the multitude of waters when he shot forth. And also too, that beautiful waters, man, it's talking about the rivers, talking about the ocean that's round about, which is spoke about earlier in the in verse 4. So all these things coming together is making this place look glorious, very beautiful. Verse 6, all the fowls of heaven made their nests in his boughs, and under his branches did all the beasts of the field bring forth their young. Now, the beasts of the field is speaking about, in this context, let me see. One second. Give me 1 second. Hold on. Oh, okay. Let me see. Yeah. Okay. So now the beasts of the field bring forth their young, and under his shadow dwell all great nations. Because it says all great nations and the beasts of the field, this context is speaking about actual nations of people. That's why it says later all the great nations, because beasts, as in animals, are not nations they're not nations at all. All right. So this is a metaphor talking about the things that are making this place great. And what's great? Having allies. All right, having allies, because when you have allies, you have an army. You have people to back you up and surround you, to help you, right? When you are in a time of trouble. And once again, this is Ezekiel. He's reiterating what was said last chapter. Okay. All right. So verse 7, thus was he fair in his greatness and the length of his branches, for his root was by great waters. Now, also too, think about the branches as the nations as well, the different people that are round about, because a tree has a system. Like when you think about a family tree, there's so many parts and elements to it. Now, a branch has so many parts to it. Think about the people that are involved in this tree. All right. Talking about other people, other groups or race of people, nations. Okay. Verse 8. Let's see. Verse 8. The cedars in the garden of God could not hide him. The fir trees were not like his boughs, and the chestnut trees were not like his branches, nor any tree in the garden of God was like unto him in his beauty. I'm going to read that one more time. The cedars in the garden of God could not hide him. The fir trees were not like his boughs, and the chestnut trees were not like his branches, nor any tree in the garden of God was like unto him in his beauty. So, although Ezekiel is speaking about the beauty of this one place of the Assyrians, right? Let me see. Right, as far as the Assyrians, he's comparing it and saying, but it wasn't as beautiful as the Lord's. It wasn't close to it. All right, let's keep going. Verse 9. I have made him fair by the multitude of his branches, so that all the trees of Eden that were in the garden of God envied him. Now that's heavy. I have made him fair by the multitude of his branches, so that all the trees of Eden that were in the garden of God envied him. That's very heavy. Let's keep going. Verse 10. Therefore, thus saith the Lord God, because thou hast lifted up thyself in height, and he hath shot up his top among the thick boughs, and his heart is lifted up in his height. This lets you know, this is talking about a person or a people. It's not talking about actual trees. It's not talking about, the actual branches. It's a metaphor. It's an allegory. And in a nutshell, what it's really talking about is how the Assyrians, they thought that they were on top, and they shot up and surpassed everybody else, all the other branches, okay, all the other boughs. And they made themselves great and wonderful. That sounds like our oppressor today, right now. It very much does. It sounds like our oppressor right now to this very day. Because who thinks that they are on top, that they are great and amazing, and nobody can do anything to them? That's going to be the oppressor, who is the white man. That's what it is. He thinks that he's on top and that he cannot be stopped at all. Like, we are going to go over, I want to bring some precepts out real quick in a second, because I want to show how in this very moment, with all this war going on, with all the crisis going on, that our oppressor thinks that he's untouchable. When there's going to be a day and time that our oppressor is going to be destroyed because of all the crimes committed against the people of this earth. Not just America, but everywhere. South America, Central America, North America, South America, everywhere. All over this earth, everybody, has received some type of injustice. There we go. All right. Including the children of Israel, the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians. We have received a lot of horrible treatment from this oppressor. And you better believe that the Lord is watching and that the Lord is going to do something about it. That's why what's happening in Israel, what's happening between Israel and Palestine, the Russia and Ukraine, and who's ever next, this is all happening for the sake of the Israelites. To the people who are not desired, this is for your benefit, because Christ is going to return when everything gets too hot and heated. And he's going to come in the midst of this big war that's to come. And he is going to be the one that's going to end the war. And when that war is ended, then we will have our home back. We will have our land back. We will have everything handed back to us, rightfully so, because it's going to be earned by the children of Israel, serving the Lord again, being obedient again to the Lord. That's how it's going to happen. That's it. But we are going to get some precepts, so just stand by, all right? Let me see. All right. All right, let's get it. 1 second. Let me see. All right, verse 11. I have therefore delivered him into the hand of the mighty. One of the heathen, he shall surely deal with him. I have driven him out for his wickedness. Now, I'm going to say it one more time. I have therefore delivered him into the hand of the mighty. One of the heathen, he shall surely deal with him. I have driven him out for his wickedness. So the Most High is going to put one wicked people against another wicked people, just so the Most High can show his power and destroy them. That's amazing, man. The Most High does that all the time. The main example is going to be Israel versus Palestine. You have heathens going against heathens, strangers against strangers. The Palestinians and in Israel are not friends, are not family. They are enemies. And the Lord is using all these other different type of ethnicities that are not his children to go against each other for the sake of us. Keep paying attention to the news. If you don't want to watch the news, that's up to you. But pay attention, because it's getting hot and heated. You know how they say it's hot on the block? Yeah, it's very hot on the block, because it's not only affecting those outside of the U.S., but those inside of the U.S. as well. Just watch the news. Turn on social media. Listen to a podcast. Just see all the crisis going on. All right, and if you are not serving the Lord, you will be the next one that's going to be affected. You and your family, you and your household. Okay? All right, so are we done with that? Let's see. Let's get a precept real quick before we get out of here. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 14, verse 21. Better yet, 14 and maybe 11. Let me see. Right, actually, verse 12. Isaiah chapter 14, verse 12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? Now, you got to ask yourself, who is Lucifer, right? Because a lot of people think that Lucifer is the devil, in the sense of Lucifer is a real person, but Lucifer is just a name. It's a title, all right? It's like calling somebody God or Sir or something like that, because God means power as a title. Lord means authority as a title, right? But Lucifer is more of like an insult, all right? Lucifer is the white man, who is the devil. The devil just simply means evil, or better yet, deceiver or liar. There you go. Deceiver or liar. But Lucifer is the same thing, okay? It's in the context of a man, not a red man with a pitchfork underneath the ground. But however, our oppressor, he is red, because his flesh shows through his skin. If you look at a white person, you can see their veins and the blood pumping through their body. That's considered to be a red person. And they also turn red as well when they're upset, when they're embarrassed, when they're, shy, whatever, scared. We call them the red man, because the Bible says that one came out red and hairy. That's going to be the white people, because they have no melanin. When you have melanin, you can't really see your veins and your blood pumping through your flesh like that. All right, it's not like transparent like it is for them who have no melanin, who have no color to their skin, right? So let's keep it going. Let's see. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer? Now, it's heaven in the sense of, how did you fall from this high place? And how did you fall so, you were so high, but you fell and now you're down to the ground, right? How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? Son of the morning is like, we look up to this person who is in the heaven. So the sun is the sun, the sun is in the sky, but heaven is also in the sky as well, right? Or above the sky, I should say. But it's up. You look up. So it's son of the morning. Because, anybody that looks up to the white man knows, he's in everything. He rules everything. Who are your presidents? Every time you want to be a president or a superhero, who do you look up to? Oh, Superman, Batman, Spider-Man. All these people are white. You want to be a senator. You want to be president. You want to be a politician. You want to be a movie actor or actress. They are like everything in America is predominantly white, or in this earth is predominantly owned by white. So that's what you look up to. Son of the morning, right? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? Like, how are you cut down to the ground when you are the one that weakened the nations? You colonized, you conquered, you destroyed every race of people, including your own, just to get to the top. Because understand, right? Our oppressor, the only reason why he's over a lot of places, he has power in so many places, is because he took it by violence. He didn't make no agreement. He broke the agreement and he took it by force. Not to mention, we just got done, the earth just got done celebrating what? Thanksgiving, which was a disrespectful slap in the face to the Native Indians directly, because they tell a lie about how Thanksgiving really was, but no, it was dealt with slaughter. It was dealt with violence, hatred, pillaging, assaulting. So much things went into that. So because of that, that's how they have America. That's how they have everything on earth. Understand that the Jewish or Amalek, they rule everything. When you go to a downtown anywhere in the world, it's owned by the Jewish, is it not? All your entertainment is owned by who? The Jewish. Social media, the Jewish, who are the fake Jews according to the Bible. They are the synagogues of Satan. So, and they are going to fall to the ground because they are the ones that weaken the nations. Let's keep going. Verse 13. For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. Now, above the stars of God. It's talking about space. It's talking about trying to surpass space. Try to go into the heavens. No wonder why they have what is called a space force right now that just came out, and they said about the space force, it's been around for 30 years, 30 plus years, and they now just revealing it because they have NASA and the space force have been trying to monitor what the Lord has going on in the other heavens, meaning the other dimensions, like space, like the sky, and trying to see above space. Once again, they have done it, but they are not going to succeed forever. The Most High is going to destroy those satellites. The Most High is going to destroy those skyscrapers that they got all the way touching outside of the sky. All right? I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. That's happened right now. Who is sitting on a congregation in the sides of the north? That's going to be our oppressor. All right. Also, too, think about all the great statues, like in Washington, D.C. I forget what it's called. Start with an O, I believe. But it's like the tall building, and it has like a point at the top. And really, when you look at the history of it, it comes from Egypt as well, but it deals with homosexuality, which a lot of people do not know about. Okay? All right, let's keep it going. All right, let's keep it going. Let me see. All right, verse 14. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. Once again, our oppressor is above the clouds right now and trying to be like the Most High. Like there are even apartment buildings that reach into the sky. You know what I mean? They reach it to the sky. You got 400 levels of apartment buildings that reach all the way to the sky, touching the clouds. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Like the Trump Towers, man. The Trump Towers is pretty high. Okay, that's another example. Verse 15. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. So Isaiah is saying, although you are high in the sky and above the skies, and you are trying to be like the Most High, you will be brought down to hell. Hell meaning to the ground, all right? To a low state. That's what it's going to be. A low state is what hell is. It's not a real place. It's a condition, which the oppressor has put us in, okay? Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. Verse 16. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms? So when our oppressor falls down off his high horse, everybody's going to look at him and say, is this the man that weakened the nations and destroyed the kingdoms? I'm paraphrasing, right? Or, better yet, to make the earth tremble, that did shake kingdoms? Are you the one that was responsible? How are you falling? How are you now on the ground? It's because of the Lord. The Most High is going to make that happen. Just like the Most High showed his power and his power through Pharaoh, he rose him up. And then at the end, he destroyed him. That was just to show his power. Just to show everybody that the Most High can raise up anybody, but still take it away from them as well. He can give anybody power, even the people that are not his people, and take it back whenever he wants to let them be destroyed. The Most High does this for a purpose. All right? So, once again, this is going to happen to America. America is on this high horse right now. America is living life. This kingdom right now in this earth, it's not your kingdom as a Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian. That's why we always say the American dream is not for everybody. Especially if you are oppressed, it's not for you. Because to have the American dream means to be exactly like your oppressor. And if that's what you want, you are going to reap the benefits. You are going to reap the benefits of this kingdom. And it's not going to be good. Like our oppressor gets all the benefits because he is a sleazy, disgusting bastard who gets away with everything to a certain extent, right? It's what it seems like. But when you decide to be like your oppressor, when you decide to want to envy your oppressor and be like them, it doesn't work in your benefit. The Lord always makes sure to punish you right away. And it should let you know that you are the Lord's chosen people. A lot of people may think like, damn, the white man is doing this. These people are doing that. But it seems like no one is holding them accountable. In due time, the Lord will hold them accountable. You make sure that you keep the law, statutes, and commandments and get back to your culture and traditions. And it's not Halloween. It's not Christmas. It's not Thanksgiving. It's not New Year's Eve or New Year's Day. It's not none of that. Coming to the ISUPK will teach you how to keep the law, statutes, and commandments and show you how it's done and show you the right way to live, because the way you've been living your life, it has not been working at all. And if you don't believe me, look at all the pain and suffering and trauma that you experience in your life, whether it was by your own doing or somebody else's doing. But at the end of the day, if you want a better life for you and your family, it's best that you get right with the Lord. You won't find God in the Christian church. You won't find to live a righteous life, a virtuous life in any religion at all. The ISUPK, we are about culture, traditions, law, statutes, and commandments, which is completely different than a religion. Religion don't deal with culture. They don't deal with tradition. They don't deal with law, statutes, and commandments. And if you want to challenge that, come into the ISUPK. ISUPK Minnesota on all platforms. Challenge us about what I just said. And we can prove it to you through the Bible. And we can prove it with setting the Bible to the side as well. Just being logical and being practical. All right, so with that being said, we'll stop right there. Go ahead. I imagine. Let's reach the stand. All right. Okay. Slide. Y'all bear with me. That's the best I can do. All right. All right. So, I imagine once again, once you can stand, Pani hop down, face the east. Repeat after me. The Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanaw, Shabbat Shemayim, Kadash, Hayah, Shukah, Yahweh, Malakwaka, Daba'ah, Rafazaka, Hayah, Asher, Ba'aratazah, Kawa, Hayah, Bashamayim, Nadalanaw, Nakom, Kol, Yawam, Wasalaknawa, Kawatnawa, Kasalaknawa, Kawatnawa, Wala'ah, Daba'anaw, Wanasarawan, Abal, Hawashinawa, Mayan, Ra, Kaya, Laka, Amalakwa, Waha'ala, Wataparak, La'awalam, Aman. In English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us of our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. So be it. Amen. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah, Ayanya, Ahaharim, Ma'ayan, Yaba'ah, Azarian, Ma'an, Yahweh, Aisha, Shemayim, Wa'arakazah, Ayathan, Lamawach, Regalka, Ayanawam, Shamarka, Tanah, La'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yashan, Shawamar, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Sada'aka, Ayah, Yamyaka, Yawamam, Ashamash, La'ah, Ekaka, Wayarak, Walayala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makawarai, Yashamar, Akapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Sada'aka, Wala'aka, Mayaka, Wa'ai, Awalam. In English, I will lift up my eyes unto the hills, from whence cometh my help. My help comes from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Yasha'Allah shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall reserve thee from all evil. He shall reserve thy soul. The Lord shall reserve thy going out and thy coming in, from this time forth and even forevermore. All right. Hakah in the Hebrew, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushah, Babakashah, Nathalanawa, Hakah, La Ka'ah, Kal Makala, Kal Madawa, Hakah, Latahor, Halatazarian, Hakah, Lahaki, Hamaki, Hakah, Arakawat, Hatama'ala, the Garishan, Ba'ashem Yahushah, the Wada Aman, the power in the English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahushah, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease. Power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits to cast them out. In the name of Yahweh, thank you, so be it. Bless Israel in Hebrew, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushah, Barak Tanawa, Wayasha'Allah, Wahabayah, Saparian, Barak, Rapa'ah, Magun, Hagun. Say the name of loved ones once, everyone teach the name once. Once again, for time's sake, Israelite School UPK, all of Israel. All those dead in Israel, may they rise again. Ba'ashem Yahushah, the water Aman. In the English, Lord, in the name of Yahushah, bless us in Yasha'Allah, in the school. Bless, heal, shield, protect loved ones. In the name of Yahushah, thank you, so be it. All right. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew, Alahayim, Adam Yalakah, Alta Karash, wa Alta Shakwat, All, Kiyahana, Awabita, Yahama Yawan, Ra'ash, Our Amatha, Yariyam, Sawada, Wayatha, Yak Hazawa, out of the Pawanyaka, Amaru, the Kawa, Unakakidam, Magoya, Wala'a, Yasakar, Shamyasha Ali, Iwada, Kia, Nawai Hazawa, Laba, Yakatma, Auyata, Waryak, Yakarakwa, Ahoya, Adawam, Wayashama Aliyam, Wa'ala, Wagarian, Kabal, Wamawan, Wamalat, Kulashat, Am Yashabia, Tazawar, Gum Ashawar, Nalawa, Imam, Hayawa, Zarwa, Banya Lawat, Salah, Ashalaham, Kamadia, Kasaya Sara'a, Kayabian, Banakor, Foyashwan, Ashamatu, Bayanda Aru, Hayawa, Daman, La'adama, Shayathamu, Nadaya Mawa, Haira, Wakazabak, Wakazazor Manai, Karnasel Komu, Ashor, Amaru, Erisha, Lanawa, Af, Na'awa, Alahayim, Alhayab, Jethumwa, Kabogala, Kawash, the Panya Waraka, Kaash, the Varia Ira, Wakalaba, Kalahat, Horian, Kanthor Dakma, Vasaraka, Wabasa, Wapaka, Dalahum, Mala'a, Panyahum, Kualawan, Wayabakwasha, Shaka, Yahawah, Yabashi, Wayabaho, Ayai, Wayakaparu, Wayababat, Wayadayu, Kayatha, Shaka, Yahawah, Labaka, Al-Yawan, Al-Fa, Horakaza. In the English, keep not thy silence, O Yahweh. Hold out thy peace and be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people. They have consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Yasha'Allah may be no more in remembrance. But they have consulted together with one consent. They have declared against thee the tabernacles of Edom, and the Israelites of Moab, and Hagarenes, Gabal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines of the habitants of Tyre. The shore also is joined with them. They have hoped in the children of Lot, Salah, doing to them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, as the brook of Kison, which bears at Endor. They became as guns for the earth, making nobles like a rib, and like Zeed, yea, are the princes as the Ba, and as the moon, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh in possession, on my power, making like a wheel, as a stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth the wood, and as the flames of the mountains are fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name, O Lord. Let them be confounded in trouble forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the most high over all the earth. All right. Power structures. Blessed are you, Yahweh, King of heaven and earth, and all things living. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, listen to us now, right now, to use the curses and punishment and destruction to the heathen that speak against us, like prophets, the teachers, the princes, the priests, the Israelite brothers in the school, to use the curses and punishment and destruction to the heathen. And shake loose the treasure of the rich of Israel that refuse to give to the school. Force their riches to enter into thy sanctuary. To use the curses and punishment and destruction to the Edomites and the nations and the drug dealers, the court system, the prison system, Planned Parenthood, all the governments are our enemies. Amalek synagogues, the armies, Roman Catholic Church, the Pope, Islam, Christianity, Egyptology, militia, Ku Klux Klan, Aryan Nation, skinheads, Fathers from Matazi, the gay movement, the lesbian movement, spies, workers of witchcraft, Nazi space program, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Wall Street, open up the internet and airwaves, kill access channels and the radio channels, convict the spirit of any of thy people that seek to stop us, and bring swift destruction to all the heathen that stand in the way, or try to stop us from broadcasting your words throughout the planet Earth. Let loose all the plagues, cause them to go to and fro through the earth and consume them. Let the plagues hit the house of the thief and the murderer. Let Yahweh Shai, Michael, and Gabriel put down to find sources and punish all the heathens that come up against us as we speak thy word. Cause it to be known by all that it's the angels that done it. Cause it to be spread through the media throughout the whole world. Cause them to shake at thy coming. In the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you always, so be it. Star, which means to turn. All right, that concludes the Sabbath service. right, with that being said, shalom, Israel. Wrap it up.